Hello, everyone. This is Main Street with Constance. I am Constance Lyles Brown Willingham, and guess what? Today we have friends of Fall Creek Falls State Park. Glad to have you. This is Benjamin and his
Deborah.
lovely Deborah wife. They just kind of morphed in from La La Land.
18th century.
Well, we just come
18th
in
Street.
from Philadelphia just to see what was going
Oh,
on.
Philadelphia, how about that? So, now that we know who you are, what is it you do, Benjamin?
What do I do?
Yes.
Well, many people say I do different things. Some people say I'm a printer, which I profess to be all of my life. That's all I really am.
Okay.
Some say I'm a statesman. I did a little bit of work for the federal government back in from about 76 on to about 84. That's 17, by the way.
Okay. I did a little work
didn't
for the
want
federal
you-
government also.
but,
A little.
You know, and then I am a person who likes to help others.
So, why do you like to help others? I've got some people
ben-
out there that want
It's
to
a
know.
benefit to mankind. You know, I have done many things, and I will tell you that my formal education is 2 years.
Okay.
That's all I went to
Okay.
school for 2 years.
Pay attention.
But I love to read. And if you have a love for reading, you will make yourself well in life. And I tell children, you know, what do you do when you finish reading a book? And I get many varied answers, you know, look at the back of it, you know, write a report. No, your simple and true answer is pick up another book to read.
Well, how about, you've read something. What did you get out of it? Is it something you can share with somebody else?
That's what I did.
All right.
You have to remember, I educated myself through reading and
Okay.
reading alone. I have 5 doctorates from 5 major universities. This was not easy to get, but all I did was read. Now the doctorates, again, they are honorary, but still.
But
they are
still,
mine.
they're very important, yes.
Yeah.
So, where did you do all of this reading?
At home.
At home?
At
okay.
home. Any place I could find. While I was stranded for a while in London for different circumstances, and I got myself a room above a bookseller.
Oh,
That was wonderful.
that's nice. Interesting.
I would go down and talk to the apprentice bookseller in the evening, borrow a book, and then I would take and read it all night long, so it has to be back before the master comes in the morning.
So, you were a printer also, right?
I was a printer by
so,
trade.
So how did you get into printing?
When I was young, I was 12 years of age looking for an apprenticeship. My father wanted to place me someplace that would be beneficial.
Okay.
My brother was already a printer by trade. He placed me with my brother, and I worked for my brother from the age 12 to the age 16 as an apprentice. At 16, I left my brother. We did not get along real well at that time.
Oh, that happens in families.
It does, but family is family.
True.
I
True.
left.
Family is family.
I left there, went to Philadelphia, where I did meet my wife, and we later married.
Ooh.
I had visited my brother a number of times, and the first time I visited him, I walked in, and I was talking to the other apprentices, and took, I think there was 5 crown, and threw it on the table, and I said, "Lunch is on me."
Okay.
And my brother looked at me and said, "Yeah, spendthrift."
Okay. So your purpose of trying to share and educate everybody about reading, the value of books. I know we have so much electronic stuff in my time, but not in your time. So, yeah, you want to encourage everybody, especially the children. School has started.
There's a secret to wealth.
Okay.
And it's very, very, very secret. The way to wealth is reading. You will find in my library, which is 30 foot across, 8 foot tall, there are 3,000 volumes
Whoa.
I have either read or written them.
Whoa.
So basically, I have read them all.
Okay.
But I try to encourage young people to read, read, read.
I think everybody needs to read, no matter what
Oh,
age. Yes.
absolutely.
But if you start young,
You start
it
young.
becomes a habit.
Yes.
Habit is something you want to create. You want to read the rest of your life. I don't care what it is. I picked up books because they were books. I don't care what they were. I've read everything from Aristotle to Shakespeare to the latest scientific
Okay.
journals.
I liked mysteries and spy stories.
Well, we didn't have many of them in my time. There was mysteries, yes, different mysteries. You have different authors of my time.
True, true.
You know, you have Shakespeare, who was a very good writer at the time. I loved his works. Some people say they are difficult to follow. Well, you have to remember, that's Shakespeare.
Well, and also it takes you to another level. You need to think more about what he's saying and how, and you need to do that in a lot of books these days, so that it piques your interest. Well, why did he do it this way?
What I do here and what I do as I travel around is I want to pique your interest someplace. I don't care where it's at. It really doesn't make any difference. But I want you to say, well, gee, Benjamin Franklin said this. I'm going to look it up. Now you've started to read. You've started to learn. Learning process is reading.
Reading, also it helps you with research, a lot of things like that. I do research on recipes, a number of
You do
things.
I love to eat.
Yeah,
We have something
I
in
can
common. You love
tell.
to cook. I love to eat.
So yes, people have mentioned certain things about spices and whatnot. And my mother grew just about everything. And so we tried a lot and had a lot of cooks that grew up to become not only caterers, but chefs, and they write books also.
That's good. We didn't
So-
have. At my time, we didn't have a lot of cookbooks, as you would call
That's
them.
right.
Everything was passed from
Little piece
mother
of
to
paper,
daughter.
yeah.
and
I've got a lot of those
and How much
recipes.
is a pinch? And you have to tell me how much a
Pinches,
pinch is.
pinches, yes.
It depends in your fingers.
So a pinch of
A dash.
a dash,
It all goes
sprinkle.
in. Being a fact that I'd like to eat, I will try almost any food. It doesn't make
Okay.
any difference.
I'll remember
I will try
that.
it.
I just picked up a new book for Mediterranean cooking. There's certain Mediterranean dishes that I love, and of course, Crete is one of my favorite places to visit. And so I had a boss who knew how to do tabbouleh and a lot of different things, and I was like, oh, you know how to make tabbouleh? I love that. So you can find a lot of different things reading.
But what
and
did
then
you do?
What did I do?
Read.
True,
Yeah.
I do. And then it expands your boundaries, your imagination, from cooking to fixing your vehicle and all types of repair. And people laugh at me. I have a recipe for mosquitoes that I mix, live near 2 creeks. So yes, I have recipes of that kind also.
I will find, in my time, we had the dark people. I owned 2 slaves, by the way, but they were not purchased. They were given to me. But they were gentlemen's gentlemen,
Okay.
which I
okay.
both freed within 2 years of my taking over them.
Okay.
They were given to me by debt. But I learned from them to eat.
Yeah, different,
Doesn't make any
different
difference.
recipes, cooking,
Different
and
recipes.
different
cultures.
styles, and
Different
Cultures.
yes,
Think of how much you've learned about culture
yes,
just by reading.
yes. And then to experience it firsthand,
It's
you
amazing.
can't beat that.
You have to, my object in life is always to teach, to help, and for people to learn.
Okay.
I started with the help of Reverend Weatherspoon, I started an orphanage in Georgia for orphan people of color.
Okay.
They have to be educated too.
Yes.
Everyone needs an education.
Everyone all does. So we're running out of time.
We are.
Yes, yes. I know you.
I don't-
You don't have a watch. You have a pocket watch, don't you?
I have
Yes,
my,
absolutely.
So
It's here
anyway,
somewhere, yeah.
this has been great. Maybe we need to do this another time when you're, floating around and I decide to pull you down out of the sky. drop in.
Anytime you would like me to stop by, just send up a smoke signal.
Okay, how about that? I know
and
how
I
to
would
do
try,
that.
because you have modern inventions you call, what is that one they hold up?
Telephone.
A
Telephone, yes. I've got
oh,
your
yeah.
number.
We did things very simply. We wrote letters to
Okay.
our neighbors.
Okay.
Neighbors
Yeah,
could be
letter
miles
writing has
away.
kind of died out. But anyway, so thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for having
Thank
us.
you.
It has been my pleasure.
Oh, it's
Really,
been
it has
fun.
been.
So we'll catch you later. Hey, everybody. More information on Main Street happenings? Check here. Main Street with Constance.
Cooperative, your full-service telecommunications provider right here in the Sequatchie Valley.